Hi everybody, this is LadySweetTart and welcome to a very special video. So the first reason this is special is because, Vlad, do you mind? Oh my goodness. Anyway, the first reason this is special is because this is to celebrate 1,000 of you amazing people on my channel. I can't even tell you how much it means to me that you all have subscribed. I never in my wildest dreams when I started my channel thought I would get to this point. So it is both humbling and inspiring that so many of you have subscribed. But the other reason this is special is we are going to be doing a version that I actually created of the Breed Out the Weird cast challenge that you can do for Sims 4. And it's actually a reprise of one of the most popular videos on my channel, and that is Breed Out the Vlad. And it's basically where we do the Breed Out the Weird challenge, but we use Vlad instead of going on the gallery to look for one of those very disproportionate Sims, you know, where people drag the sliders all the way and just make the Sims look, I mean, honestly, freakish. There's no other way to say it. They don't look like any actual human beings you would ever see. But then again, let's take a look. Neither does this guy. I can't say as I've ever met anyone that looks like Vlad. So I'm super excited. Oh, and the most exciting part of this is we're going to be using some of your Sims to breed out the Vlad. And the way I do this, I think typically breed out the, oh my gosh, there he goes again, interrupting me. Vlad, you're so rude. Anyway, I think the way this typically goes is you get up to 10 generations to complete the Breed Out the Weird challenge. However, what I'm going to do, I think this is what I did last time. It was like over 2 years ago when I first did it. So I'm a little rusty on it, but I think we just go until basically there's no trace of Vlad left. I don't care about the vampire part so much. I don't mind vampires. They can be a vampire. But in terms of how they look, all of this has to be gone for us to be successful. So it might take 4 generations. It might take 8 generations, but we have up to 10. If we get to 10 generations and we still see some of this, that means we lost the challenge. So hopefully that will not happen. Several of you submitted some of your amazing Sims to help me with this, and that's what I'm going to do. We're actually going to get started with your Sims. My plan is that I am going to start with the Sims that you submitted to me, and then if we need more, I'm just going to start tapping into some of mine. But I do want to start with yours. So I'm actually going to, since we have Vlad, who is a male, we are going to start with Kensley Walters. She looks like a very lovely, beautiful Sim, and that was created by, I don't know if I'd say it right, but it's Cinxcee. Cinxcee? I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we are going to add her to the household so that you can have a baby with Vlad. I'm so sorry, dear. Okay, yeah, she's coming over to me naked because, I obviously don't have that CC. But I think she had black hair. I can't tell if it's really dark. You know, the more I look at it, I think it might be a really dark brown. Okay, well, we'll give her, really dark brown hair. Honestly, nothing else really matters because we're just going to have her make a baby with Vlad and that's going to be the end of it. So there's no point in dressing her. She did have longer hair. So maybe we can go for something like that. Okay. Yeah. So Miss Kinsley here, let's see how well you do breeding out the Vlad. So the way I like to do this is I like to alternate generations. So for this one, we're going to, since we started with Vlad, he's a boy, we're going to actually have a girl first. And then we can add in a boy Sim, just like we just added a girl Sim. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. Actually, that little girl looks like she's kind of cute, however that happened. But I do like to start with a toddler just to add to the mystery, because it's harder to tell what they're going to look like. Because basically in the Sims 4, all toddlers are cute, you know? So yeah, we're going to create their child, but we do want them to be a toddler. And then we are going to randomize 3 times. 1. Also, because I have so much CC, this takes a while sometimes. 2. I mean, see, they're looking pretty cute so far, but they're toddlers. And 3. Okay, so we still got Vlad. We still got Vlad's like purpley grayish hair. Oh man, I see a lot of Vlad in this child. Antoinette, that's actually an appropriate toddler name. Wild Antoinette Stroud. I mean, that's appropriate as well. I mean, Kensley, I think you might have helped a little. I don't feel like this is Vlad's nose. It's hard to tell when they're toddlers. Also, yeah, let's not have that makeup on. Yeah. I'm still seeing a lot of Vlad in this little girl, but let's go ahead and age her up to a young adult and see what we're working with. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do like actual, oh my, I'm not going to do actual makeovers on the Sims until we get to the very end one, because there's just honestly no point. It doesn't affect, oh my gosh, it doesn't affect their genetics at all, so there's no point. Kensley, I feel like you helped with the face shape. Like she doesn't have, you know, Vlad's like protruding chin. So Kensley did a lot for that. But honestly, other than that, this girl is pure Vlad. Let's just be honest. So we'll just randomize Antoinette's traits. She is proper a kleptomaniac and a genius. Yeah, Vlad had a lot of influence on her. Maybe she wants to be rich and that's why she steals. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But let's go ahead and take our next submission. So the next submitter was Simulatrix. And they submitted me this nice household of 4 Sims to choose from. But we do need a male, and so I'm thinking we're going to use Skylar here. We may end up using more of them down the line if we need to, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure, though, on whether they're related, because we don't want to, like, mix genes if they're, like, brother and sister. But I don't think that they are. It doesn't look like they are. So actually, we're going to get rid of Kensley as well, because we are done with Kensley. Thank you, Kensley, for your service of removing Vlad Chin. But we do still need our generation. Well, it's actually our first generation aside from Vlad. We get up to 10. So that's 1, and that's Antoinette. In fact, I might put the number next to their name so that I don't get confused. Antoinette 1. But yeah, I mean, Simulatrix, you gave me some really gorgeous Sims. Like these girls, like, I mean, how pretty is she? And I have a lot of your CC, obviously. It worked out well for your Sims. And yeah, her and I think Ami is how you say it. Like, yeah, oh my gosh, I love Ami. She's gorgeous. If we need a girl down the line, we probably going to come back to Ami because it doesn't say she's related to Skylar at all. But for now, we're going to have to get rid of her. But we might be seeing Ami again. These 2 girls are beautiful as well, but I just think Ami's kind of my favorite out of them. So that leaves us with Skylar. So let's go ahead and check out Skylar. Skylar had a lot of tattoos that I clearly don't have. I do have tattoos in my game, but I must not have those. But I do have the nails. So, I mean, there's that. But yeah, as you can see, he is quite the nice looking guy. So let's hope that he can do well to help tame Antoinette's genes a little bit. As you can see, Antoinette is also a vampire. I forgot to mention that. So we do still have the vampire, but this time we are going to have the baby with Skylar. Skylar, you get the honor of having a baby with lovely Antoinette here. And then we want a boy this time. So we are going to randomize. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, he looks kind of cute. I feel like there's a lot of Skylar in that one. Okay, I mean, it's looking a lot better. Oh my gosh, I feel like Skylar has done quite a lot for us. Like, I don't want to speak too soon, but I mean, other than the skin tone and the eye color, I don't feel like I see a lot of Vlad there. Okay, so this is Bryce. Bryce is also a vampire too. And Bryce is clingy. Okay, so this is little Bryce is a toddler. Super adorable. But let's go ahead and make him a young adult and see what we got. Okay, so here's Bryce. Yeah, definitely still got the Vlad nose, but Let's take all the CC off so we can see him better. But like, I feel like, and we still got that skin tone, but I feel like we've done really, really well with Skylar here and breeding out the Vlad. Like I mean, there's not a lot of Vlad left and we're only on the second go. Like, I think we're doing pretty good. He's clumsy and a dog lover and a perfectionist. Maybe he wants to be a friend of the animals since he loves dogs. We're going to go with that. A vampire who wants to be friends with dogs. I feel like there's some werewolves that are going to fit in there somewhere, but I don't know. Skylar, thank you so much for your amazing genetics. You actually did a lot to help us breed out the Vlad. So thank you, Skylar, and thank you, Simulatrix. Okay, so the next submission comes from one of my very near and dear friends. She also has a YouTube channel. So on the gallery, she is called Hurricane Cass. But on YouTube, she has a channel called Aussie Cass Plays. And if you're not familiar with her, she is amazing. And she agreed to let me use Miss Maya here, Miss Maya Gannon, who originally was from her Criminal Empire Challenge and now is part of her ongoing, I think it's called Crime Sorority Challenge series. Anyway, she does some wonderful Let's Play. She's a great storyteller and she's an amazing friend. And I am so honored to be able to use one of her Sims for this. And this is Maya. And I actually love Maya. Like, how freaking adorable is this girl? And she's such a sweetheart too. She's definitely one of my favorite Sims. Period. So I'm so honored and flattered to be able to use Maya here. Hopefully she will be able to help us out a lot with Bryce. One thing I will say about Bryce, like he's still got the Vlad nose, but I don't know, there's something really interesting about Bryce, am I right? Just seems like he'd be a cool guy to hang out with. I don't know. So anyway, the other parent is going to be Miss Maya. And I'm super hopeful that Maya is going to do a lot to help us out here because she is so adorable. And we do want them to have a little girl this time. And then we are going to randomize 3 times. So 1, it's so slow on my computer because of all my CC. 2, I think the little animation with the bats slows it down. 2, 3. And like, what is this? Like, I feel like every child has been a vampire. I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but everyone has been a vampire. Okay, so this is the one we're going with, and she is a little girl, and she is called Ellen. Okay, that's cute. And she is independent. It's kind of funny to think about cheerful, happy-go-lucky little Maya having a baby with a vampire, but here she has. So yeah, that's little Ellen. She's pretty adorable. Like, I don't know, like she's got an interesting mix with the blue hair and then Maya's brown eyes, it looks like. But yeah, I don't know about that nose. Let's see if we were able to get rid of the Vlad nose yet. So let's see Ellen as a young adult. Sort of fearful that we're not going to be getting rid of that nose. I can already tell you we did not get rid of that nose. Oh my goodness. It's the nose that keeps on giving, even when you don't want it. But yeah, I do feel like, though, that Maya has helped so much, like with these beautiful eyes. Like, I definitely think those are Maya's beautiful eyes, but let's see what traits Vampire Ellen, because she's also a vampire. She's a seducer who loves children and a slob. It's very interesting for a vampire, am I right? So Maya, I am so sorry. We do appreciate your service, but it is time to say goodbye to you. So the next sim that we have added to the mix is also a submission from one of my near and dear friends who also has a YouTube channel, and that is For the Love of Sims. And she has agreed to let me use her amazingly handsome sim, Edward, here from her Decades LP, which is honestly one of my favorites. Like, when I watch it, I feel like I'm being transported back into that decade, into time. It's so immersive, and she's such an amazing storyteller and an amazing friend. So definitely check out For the Love of Sims' YouTube channel. and her Decade series for sure. I would say Edward is one of my favorite characters, but honestly, I love all of the characters in her series. It's really that good. But yes, I definitely love Edward, and he's such a sweetheart. And as you can see, yeah, super handsome. So I'm really hopeful that he can help us here with, you know, having a baby with Ellen. And one thing that I'm noticing that we still haven't gotten rid of, besides Vlad's nose, is that complexion. Girl still has that really like ashy vampire complexion going on. So hopefully Edward can help us with that, as well as the nose. Okay, so you are going to get the honor of having a baby with Mr. Edward here. Cutie patootie, handsome Edward, who's not the vampire. Edward is not the vampire. Ellen is the vampire. A little Twilight reference there. But yeah, we're going to make that a toddler, and then they are going to have a little boy this time. And then we're going to randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, still vampires, guys. I feel like this is a glitch, maybe. And then 3, like to where they're all vampires. I don't know. Maybe it's just luck, but I think it's glitched. Oh my gosh. He still has that complexion. Okay, but let's look at the face. Like, I do feel like I see some of Edward's face here. How much? I don't know. Like, I feel like that could be, like, that little nose could be Edward's nose, but I feel like it's tricked us before. Toddler noses are always hard to discern. But yeah, this is what he looks like without any details, but let's give this little guy a name. So this is Derek, and he is fussy. Aw. So anyway, let's age up little Derek and see what he looks like as a young adult, and see if we at least got rid of that nose. Oh my gosh. We did not get rid of that nose. Like, I feel like around here we got some of Edward's handsomeness, but then we've got that nose that just won't go away. And the complexion at that. So yeah, he's got an interesting mix of traits as well. But, you know, I think maybe he would want to be by the beach. He's a child of the islands. A vampire that's a child of the islands. Go figure. So Derek is number 4. So unfortunately, Edward, thank you so much for helping us and gracing us with your handsomeness. But it's time to say goodbye to you. Those were all of the viewers that submitted Sims for me to use. So I am going to go ahead and start using some of my Sims. I might even, like, I've got a couple in mind that I want to use. I might go back to Simulatrix's, one of her girls, like we talked about, if we still can't breed out the Vlad. But the next Sim that I've added is one that many of you know and love so well, and that is Nivea here from my Disney Princess series. She's quite lovely, and we have gotten some pretty cute little dwarfs from her, so I kind of feel like she's probably got some good genetics. I don't know how much she's going to help with the ashy vampire complexion, because she's pretty pale herself. But, you know, maybe she can help us out a little bit. But she's going to have a baby with Derek here. So we do want Nivea to be the mom. And it's also going to be a little girl this time. Oh my goodness, that has to be like a prop for a pose or something. Sometimes they're in accessories. Okay, so we got a little girl here, and so we do need to randomize 3 times. So 1, still a vampire. 2, and 3. Oh my gosh, can we keep that one? She's got a pale complexion, but how cute is she? Okay, like, this is what we got. I mean, I feel like we got rid of the complexion. Unless it's just the overlay, but let's see. I mean, she's still awfully pale, but it's Nivea's child, so she's going to be pale. And also from her eyebrows, I feel like she's meant to have black hair like Nivea, which is good because we've had this like really unnatural hair color thing going on for a long time. So it's kind of nice to change it up a little. So yeah, she looks rather angry for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Maybe she's not happy about being a vampire. But she is quite darling, and it could be the eyebrows too. She's toy obsessed, and then her name is Nora. Oh, Nora is a pretty name. So let's go ahead and age Nora up. I feel like she's got such a cute little nose, but so have the others, and it's ended up being Vlad. But hey, we have gotten rid of the ashy complexion, so even if she's got a Vlad's nose, I guess we can't complain too much. Yeah. She totally has Vlad's nose, but I feel like, you know, there's some improvements that's been here. I see a lot of Nivea's loveliness here, except that nose. We just can't get rid of that nose, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it in 10 generations. I really don't. So yeah, okay, she's a vampire that's a master baker, charming, and lactose intolerant. I guess we can make her a food person, even though she's a vampire because she's a baker. I don't know. This is number 5. We're halfway there. I mean, all we have left is Vlad's nose. I feel like we've gotten rid of everything else. That's not that bad in 5 generations, right? Though I think the last time we were already done by this point. So we're kind of backsliding compared to where we were, but it's fine. All right, so Nivea, I am so sorry, my dear, but we do appreciate you contributing your loveliness. You actually did help out a little bit. Okay, so we got Nora here, who's got some very interesting fashion sense. But the next one we're going to bring in, I had to do it, guys. I got Henry Halls here. Hopefully he can come in and with his amazingness, totally turn this around and give us a cute kid that has no signs of Vlad. So this is Henry. He's actually from my 100 baby challenge, and he's like the legend of all the kids. He's just legendary. If you haven't watched it, it's probably hard to explain, but if you have, you know what I mean. Henry Halls is like the best, so amazing, and I hope he can have a decent looking baby with Nora here. But that's why I didn't want to use Azura or any of her other kids for this part, because I knew we were going to bring Henry Halls in as the next one. And Henry has quite a bit of color in his complexion, so that should probably bring us a little ways away from Vlad's ashiness. So they are going to have a little boy, but we do want, well, we still child. Okay, we want a toddler. Some more mystery with toddlers, especially with Vlad's nose. But we are going to randomize 1, 2. Oh my gosh, that one's cute. Can we keep him? Also still a vampire. I definitely think there's a glitch here. And 3. I still feel like I see some Henry. Let's hope the third one does too. Okay, yeah, I think there's a little bit of Henry Halls here. Whether it's Henry Hall's very cute nose, I don't know. He's got some interesting hair. I feel like there's something conflicting here. I don't know what, but something. Okay, yeah, that was it. Oh my goodness. I definitely think that's Henry Halls' little mouth. And that nose is darling, but it's kind of hard to tell whether it's Henry Halls' nose or Vlad's nose. But we're going to give him some very Henry hair because this is blonde hair and it's curly. Even though it's alpha, it gave him blonde curly hair. It knows. Okay, there we go. That's Henry Halls' hair. Benjamin, that's cute. Still a vampire. And Benjamin is independent. Okay. Well, let's see how Benjamin looks as a young adult. I'm not too hopeful about that nose, guys. Yeah. I see so much Henry except the nose. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to be able to get... I don't know if we're going to be able to get rid of this nose. Pretty much everything about Vlad is gone except that nose. Benjamin is independent, a bro, and erratic. Well, we know where the erratic trait comes from. His grandmother, Azura. Maybe he wants to be a master vampire and challenge Vlad. I like that idea. So Henry Halls, I'm sorry, my lovely. But we are going to have to say goodbye to you and your fantasticness. I was hoping we could get all of these in the same household so we can be like bam, bam, bam. But I don't think we're going to be able to. I'm actually going to go ahead and eliminate Vlad first because I have him already saved by himself, so it won't be that hard if we can merge him back in later. So I am going to go back to Simulatrix, had some really cute female Sims and her contribution as well. These here, although I don't think it's going to let me add them all, so I'm going to have to go in and separate them and come back. So let me do that really quick. All right, so what I did was I went back and I separated out the rest of the Sims that Simulatrix had contributed for this challenge. That way it shouldn't be a problem to add them in. I'm hoping we don't have too many more to go. But yeah, this is Ami, who was one of the Sims that she contributed. So we are going to go ahead and place her. And hopefully she can rescue us here and help us breed out the Vlad. But I separated the other girls too, just in case we have to get another girl in before we're finished with this. Oh my goodness, we're already on 6. So Benjamin, you get the pleasure of getting to have a baby with this beautiful Sim, Ami. All right, there we go. Their child is very shy, obviously, but we do want to start them out as a toddler for more mystery. And then we're going to randomize 3 times. This one is awfully cute, though. 1, 2, still a vampire. I'm telling you, there has to be some kind of glitch. There's no way that all these kids would be vampires all this many times. And 3. Oh, I love her red hair, but that probably wouldn't happen. Well, maybe. I mean, red hair can be recessive, I think. All right, so this is their little girl. And although this hair is yellow, it's not the same color as Benjamin's. The eyebrows and this little hairline thing, I feel, are telling us that she's actually meant to have black hair, like Ami, so I'm going to change that. Oh my gosh, how cute is this one? I haven't used this yet. I think it must be new CC. Yeah, let's put that one on her because that's adorable. All right, so this is little Brittany. She is clingy. She is also going to be number 7. We're getting down to the wire. So we're going to put that there. But yeah, she's super, super cute. Hopefully she's got, I feel like this nose looks different. I don't want to be too hopeful, but I feel like she might have her mom's nose. I feel like Ami here, this girl, I feel like she may have saved us from the Vlad nose. Because to me, I can see the resemblance, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. All right, so the suspense is a killer, but let's see if we managed to breed out the Vlad. I mean, she doesn't have a torso, but look! We got rid of the Vlad features, and look how beautiful this girl is. There we go. Okay, so this is Brittany. Oh my goodness. Like, she's so pretty. I don't think this hair is doing any favors for her face shape, but she's super pretty. Let's just put like a different, better hair on her. Yeah. See, like, she is really, really pretty. And I feel like with Brittany, we have successfully bred out the Vlad. She is a photographer's eye. She is a genius, and she is high maintenance, which, if I remember right, I believe she inherited from her mother, Ami. Yes, she did. So thank you, Ami. You have successfully had us breed out the weird, but we do have to say goodbye to you. We can't thank you enough for your service, though. But yeah, I feel like this is the successful completion in 7 generations. So what I will do now is I will go ahead and give Brittany here a makeover. And if you know how I am with my makeovers, I'm kind of meticulous. It would take forever. Instead of wasting your time, I'll do that off camera and come back to you when I'm done. But obviously, I won't be changing any of this, like any of her genetics. I'm just going to be changing like skin details, give her a nice outfit, and all that kind of stuff. So I will meet you back when I am done with that. All right, I just finished giving Miss Brittany here a makeover. So this is what Brittany looks like up super up close. I did give her like a little nose ring. I don't know why. I just thought it suited her. But yeah, I kind of dressed her in a lot of red and black. I guess because she's a vampire, she just gave me those kind of vibes. I also tried to keep in mind her personality, which was she's high maintenance, so I thought, well, she probably like longer kind of hair, and then she probably want to make sure her nails were all nice and done, but she's also a genius. I thought maybe she's a little bit studious. She also has a photographer's eye. So I tried to dress her with all of that in mind, plus vampire. So hopefully you like what I did with her. I mean, she is actually very, very pretty, I think. She's quite a beautiful sim, and I like that she doesn't necessarily look like a sim that I would make on my own. That's what I think is so cool about these cast challenges, is it kind of forces you to make different kinds of sims. You four who donated your sims, I don't know if donate's the right word, who contributed your sims, you helped me out with this. You all played a role in Brittany here, and I'm so appreciative of it. We did get it done in 7 generations. I added Vlad back in because we had just enough space. So let's go through really quick and see the progression. I will put pictures at the end as well because I think it's neat to do that. So of course, we start with Vlad, this guy here. And then, thanks to Kensley Walters was her name, we progressed to No More Vladchen. And then, with the help of Skylar Foss, for our second take, we ended up with Bryce. And as you can see, Skylar did improve things quite a bit. And then, for our Gen 3, with the addition of the lovely Maya, we went from Bryce to Ellen here, who, as you can also see, we made some progress. I feel like every generation we made just a little bit more progress. And then with the help of the handsome and wonderful Edward, we got to Derek here, one step further away from Vlad. And then when we added in my own Nivea, we went from Derek to Nora, who was our 5th take. Still hadn't gotten rid of the nose, but progress has been made. Then we added in the amazing Henry Halls. And we got Benjamin, who, you know, has some very Henry-esque qualities, but still has the Vlad nose. And then finally, we had the lovely Ami, and we ended up with our 7th take, which is Miss Brittany here. So we went from this right here to this. And I would say you wouldn't be able to necessarily look at her and say, hey, Vlad had something to do with that. I call that a very successful breed out the Vlad. Thank you all so much for those of you who contributed your Sims to this challenge. Thank you everyone who subscribed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for 1K. Like, I can't even tell you how much it means to me. On that note, we are going to end this video. Let me know in the comments if you would like to do more videos like this. Maybe not breed out the Vlad, but maybe some other cast challenges like this where maybe we could get you involved and sometimes like you can contribute your Sims. Because I have to be honest, I had a lot of fun with this. I mean, this was a blast. And so I hope you guys had fun with it too. So make sure to like the video. If you did enjoy it, let me know what you think about that idea. I'd also like to hear how you think the challenge went. Don't forget to drop a comment below. I always love hearing what you have to say. It honestly makes my day. You all are the best. I'll see you later. Bye.